My girlfriend's parents looked down on me when I told them I work in construction, not realizing they were actually working for me. At the age of 25, I started dating an incredible girl through a mutual acquaintance. We had been together for a year when she felt it was time for me to meet her parents. Her parents are project managers in the construction sector and work for the same company. I was somewhat anxious about meeting them, knowing they had a reputation for being protective and quite critical. My girlfriend had spoken of her parents with much affection, but also with the caution that they were protective by nature and a bit traditional regarding their expectations for their children's partners. Being 25 and immersed in the construction sector as the leader of my own company, I understood the importance of first impressions, especially when it came to individuals who held significant weight in the life of the one I loved. The meeting initially went well, finding common interests with them. We shared anecdotes about our experiences. However, the atmosphere changed when my profession was brought up. Having mentioned that I also worked in construction, they immediately assumed I was a laborer, which I did not correct. My intention was clear. I wanted to be appreciated for who I am, and not for my status or financial achievements. The conversation became tense when the father inquired about my professional life, even broaching the topic of my salary. I responded that I earned $15 an hour, highlighting that it was the passion for my work that guided my choices, not my position or salary. They displayed a certain disdain, telling me I wouldn't get far with such a mentality, before praising their daughter's career as a lawyer, noting she earned twice as much as me, implying that I should be the one providing for the family. Their tone was filled with condescension, as if a man's value was measured solely by his ability to financially support a household. My girlfriend, sensing my discomfort, intervened firmly, defending my career choice and criticizing their prejudices. Her stance touched me, strengthening my affection and respect for her. She asked them to stop their rude behavior. They laughed and then apologized, though insincerely, admitting they had crossed the line. Despite their awkward apologies, the damage was done, and the atmosphere remained tense. I kept my composure and steered the conversation to another topic. Upon leaving, they mentioned the possibility of crossing paths in the construction sector, given our common field. With a smile, even though the situation was an opportunity to reveal my true identity, I chose to remain silent for the time being, preferring to let things unfold naturally. I then agreed, saying the construction world is small. Once in the car, she apologized for her parents' behavior. I assured her it didn't bother me, then pulled out my phone to reveal a surprising piece of information. You can now check if there's a second part by clicking on share and more. My girlfriend's parents looked down on me when I told them I work in construction, not realizing they were actually working for me. Part 2. I showed her that I knew from the start that her last name sounded familiar to me. That's when I confirmed that her parents actually worked in my company. My girlfriend, always eager to maintain peace, apologized multiple times for their behavior and asked me what I planned to do next. I reassured her by saying that there was no issue to worry about and that her parents contributing to my company only increased their value in my eyes. It simply meant that they were valuable assets to me. A few days later, her father called her to ask if she could bring lunch for him and her mother at the construction site. It was a golden opportunity. When we mentioned that I was with her, their desire to see me added a layer of apprehension to my curiosity. Sensing her hesitation, I took her hand and reassured her with a smile, telling her that everything would be okay. Sitting at an outdoor table at the construction site, the wait for their arrival was filled with anticipation. Their offer to show me what they did as project managers, while giving me advice on how to succeed, was ironically touching. I listened with respect, nodding at their experiences and their obvious passion for their work. As we were leaving, I expressed my gratitude for their sharing, complimenting their devotion and knowledge. Their smiles, in the face of an ambitious young person, was the perfect moment to clarify things. My tone became more confident and I told them that there had been a misunderstanding regarding my role in the construction industry. They looked at me perplexed, and asked me what I meant. I laughed nervously and confessed to them that I was the owner of the company they worked for. Their initial confusion, followed by deep embarrassment, was palpable. Their apologies were sincere, and I accepted them gracefully, emphasizing the importance of not letting titles influence our relationships. Their offer to make it up to me, to invite me more often and even to family vacations, was an appreciated gesture. My girlfriend felt guilty, wondering if my intentions were to test their reactions. I reassured her, saying that what mattered most was getting to know each other beyond prejudices and positions. The situation strengthened our relationship, but she still struggles with the fact that her parents changed their attitude towards me solely because of my position. For me, what matters is that we can all move forward with authenticity and mutual respect.